What up, Earth Gang? Mars, Venus, Serena. We'll get into hump day, little hump day, jump day, having fun. Worked, had a good little fruitful, little prosperous day. Praise God. I got one of the buddies popping on here in a minute. Didn't go live today like I said I would, but I'm here now. What's good? Hold up pretty nice. October 29th. The month's gone by way too quick. For sure. Yeah, we've had a super crazy long little month. But we're here. It's going to be the 30th in about 40 something minutes. And before you know that, it's going to be Halloween. Excited for Halloween. Got some candy for my. Be giving this stuff out at the boys' school. Look at that. Oh, Lord. I've already eaten some of it. Got more than that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let me see. Oh, that's not what I was trying to listen to, I don't think. What up, Jane? What are you getting into? Midday report. I plan on getting up in the morning. I wanna stream me doing I wanna live stream me going to the house and wrapping the plumbing. I think it'd be good. Um there's also part of me, I guess I wanna do the video. I need to do a video of it so I can send it to Hutch as a little bit of info. What are y'all getting into? I'm waiting for my woman to get off of work personally. That's what I'm doing. Might have Chris pop on here. Who knows? Let me see. Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely starting to get. We have rain all week this week where I live at. Bummed out for that. It ain't too cold right now, but it's coming. It's definitely on its way. Oh, we got a little bit Jimmy right here. I wonder if I'll get another copyright strike. It's supposed to be snow next week. Though. I feel like I told y'all November 3rd. I feel like we're gonna get snow all over the East Coast. I think especially in my little area. I feel I'm not at the Farmer's Almanac saying it's gonna be a snowy, sloshy year. I'll check into that too. I'm a mustache. Yeah, I'm not ready for it. I still haven't got the window yet. That's pretty much the only thing left to get is the window. Um, yeah. So with that going in, but with finding the exact specific spot, Middle Mississippi. I'm from Central Louisiana. That's pretty much like the same area I know, and that's that kind of like it's like a weird like the cold is different, same as the heat. It's all thick. It's like a thick little dry cold kind of deal. Hate it. Hair's starting to get that way too. I have a little video I did of some of the fall. I want to try to get a little bit more videos in, make a little bit better, but I have to go with that. It's come and gone so quickly. Yeah, fall's come and gone so quickly. Um, I feel like it's and I feel like the leaves they still haven't all they just now started changing in color. Usually they'd be changing already. Yeah, but none. No, they just now are starting to. The ones I got from the little place I was at the other day driving through, it was looking good. Nice little red U's throughout the little yellows here and there. Night the great fall weather, beautiful. Um, yeah, and it's just I feel like whenever it does happen, it's just all gonna fall off at once. This damn rain been driving me nuts around here. What up, fish? What you getting into, brother? Been raining. It's supposed to rain the next couple days. We got a little break from it now, but it's been raining nonstop, tearing up my damn greenhouse. Gotta get that fixed. Uh, I keep on. I'm not gonna lie. I keep on kind of being a little lazy because I'll only put one zip tie down on it. Yes, 100%. I'll put not one. I'll put like one or two. Maybe I need to go ahead and just link them up like chainmail all along the greenhouse. Yeah, I feel secure for this winter with food storage and shit like that. Um, the only thing, if it's gonna be a severe winter, I just we have enough rocks and bricks to make a outside stove kind of deal, like a little heater outside like that. Which could come in handy, but that's the only thing that's got me tripping, trying to figure out my wood burning stove situation. And this window, but I think it will be fine. And we got the trailer too, so between both homes, we can make it we can make it work. Um, yeah, this winter is gonna be crazy for sure. Uh, and I have a feeling that with the food security or the food insecurity going on over these next month or so, it's gonna. What up, mother? It's gonna kind of all pile together, right? You're gonna have the snowstorm of the century because we've had some crazy snow weather, but I can't think of any time in the since the turn of the millennium that there's been insane, like holy shit, like Hurricane Katrina level snow. Um, whereas Hurricane Katrina's a hurricane, there'd be a snowstorm on a similar level to that. Yeah, we gotta get this little. Our little Jeep ain't ready for that either. The little, I think we have a Renegade. We got a little Renegade. But it's not 4 wheel drive. That's the next thing. That's what really my main concern right now is getting a 4 wheel drive. Then everything else will kind of fall into place with that, whether it be with work, um, getting to and fro. No, I have. I don't know. Is this dirty, y'all? What do y'all think about this? Going to the food banks because I guess there's a bunch of food banks opening up all over. Going there and getting stuff to add to the preps. I'm thinking about doing it. Why the chances? Why? I honestly, I want to know y'all's opinion if it's dirty or not to go to and fro to go to the food bank if you don't have to. I think it's if you have the chance to go there and if you can add to your supplies that you have and you could also eat some of the stuff, you might as well go ahead and take the chance because there could be a chance one day you have nothing to eat and you could be like, man, I wish I would have got this when I was at the store. I wish I would have gone to the food bank and I had the chance to. Because apparently, with the SNAP benefits going out, there's going to be a lot of food banks open up. I know in my area, but I feel like all over really all over the United States, or the place where it's used at heavily. Uh, and now, with that being said, the if I doubt that it's going to be, they're probably working on. They're going to have to come together on this funding situation. They're going to have to come together. Uh, it's all bullshit. They all meet together on the back rooms and joke together whenever they're affecting all these people's lives. But I doubt that they're gonna get rid of SNAP benefits permanently. Because a lot of people, if people do riot and go insane, a SNAP apocalypse going on because of that. Uh, they'll need to. They just need to chill and realize that be prepared for the worst because it could be. It's raining here too. Damn, it's raining everywhere. It could be. There is a chance that it could be gone forever. Snap apocalypse is gone, but whenever they do reinstate the SNAP and benefits, which I believe they will, you're gonna, from what I was reading, you're gonna get retroactive payment from your SNAP benefits that you didn't. So if you went 2 or 3 months and you went five, you get $500 a month. You're gonna get 1,500 or whatever in food stamps, uh, something like that, to that effect. It's retroactive. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about doing too. Adding to my rice and bean storage. I got like 5 or 6 buckets of rice and beans, but you can never have too many. You see that video of the damn all that pudding I got at my job? I scored with that. I got seven. I got six. I was a 6 or 7. I got 6, 7 pound things of pudding. So yeah. Hit the food banks up. Even if you don't got to, even if you don't use food stamps anyway, if you normally wouldn't go, I feel like this is the time to definitely go get some food set up. Like you saying, fish, I need to go ahead and get my deep freezer plugged in. So I plan on getting my deep freezer exactly. So I need to add more to my, because we got my mother-in-law, we got me, we got my woman, we got my brother-in-law. See, I believe like a something like that would be something like that. As you know, if illegals are getting it, that's wrong. They need to be taken off of the food stamps. But with something like what Mother was saying with the ID, the digital ID thing, that's I'm also slightly skeptical on that, because at the end of the day, it is the people's money, our tax dollars, and 250 years of American citizens, our ancestors paying taxes. This is our money. You know, politicians, rich people try to shame people into like, oh, you shouldn't be using food stamps, or oh, we shouldn't be trying to do this. Yeah, illegals shouldn't be doing that, but for American citizens who do, regardless of, I mean, it's our money. It's the people's money. So you should never be shamed to use something that's yours. But for the illegals, however, it's going to be a whole different situation. And yeah, the system is corrupt. If they want to lead you to believe that the people are the ones who've caused the system to be corrupt. The people who are buying and selling the food stamps, the people they're wanting us to believe that they are, when the system itself was set up to corrupt the people. All right, so don't feel any shame in this. Yes, illegals should be able to, some of these places they illegals can get jobs, they can vote, they can do all this other stuff. Um, yeah, and that's the only thing. Let me get back on. Yeah, see, in this whole real like when you say the real ID, do you mean the thing that you got to use to get into airports and stuff, like for international flights? I think for domestics, I'm not sure if you had to have the real ID for domestics. You might. But yeah, I mean, you shouldn't be punished for being poor, and that's what I feel. They shouldn't shame you. See, the whole thing I feel about, I don't like the idea of it. Like, I understand identification in some form, and I can understand insurance in the case of an accident, but I don't agree with all this heavy identification. You need a card for this. You need to have your ID specialized for this in order for you to be able to get this. I don't agree with that, because then it's pushing people. That's like when the chip comes out. When they have that chip come out, people are going to be lining up for it. The Neuralink, they're going to line up for it. The Mark of the Beast, they're going to line up for it for ease of access. So yeah, it's kind of it's a double edged sword. It makes you feel like they sent the illegals here. It makes you feel like this is all planned. See, exactly. They're making you to where that's why the whole real ID is bullshit, because you can't. They're gonna make it to where I have a feeling they're gonna make it hard for you to go between state lines, or you won't be able to buy alcohol or tobacco or some shit unless you have the real ID, something to that effect. Um, but this is all part of the. They've been compiling information on us, y'all. I got the C-19 shot. I didn't want to, but I had to do it to travel out of the country, like 4 years ago. And see, that's I wish I could sit here and be like, oh, I'm a badass who fucking stood up against the shot and didn't take it and all this, but no, I even me had to comply with something like that. So it's hard for me to say, oh, I'm not going to comply with the real ID whenever I did something that was against my morals, but it was like getting your ox out of a ditch in the Sabbath kind of situation. Um, but I know we're kind of spiraled beyond food stamps and into identification and mind control and stuff of that nature. But what it's weird, like all this stuff connects. It sounds like a schizophrenic, like a fever dream or something like that. How you just like hear this, that, and the other, but it all goes back to an elite group of Ogla, and I almost feel like this. It's like millionaires are telling poor people that billionaires are evil whenever they're all being duped. Yeah, would y'all comply though if they said, all right, you have to do the real ID? Would you comply? Like it's hard for me to I got to take care of my son. I've got to do the but at that point because that doesn't seem too extreme, right? But to what my line of thought is, to what point is it too extreme? To what point would it be too extreme to where people wouldn't comply? You know, and now with this, the people that use the system. Back to touch on that for a second. The people that use the system, whether it be through like 10 kids, whether it be through using somebody that's dead's food stamps, something of that nature. Yeah, that needs to that that would come in handy, I suppose, an ID, a real ID situation. On the other hand, that's like I feel it's a double-edged sword. It's like how they all these states and all these places, federal government's been about to decriminalize marijuana, deschedule or take it down a couple of schedules in the rankings. But also next year they're about to be debating in Supreme Court whether or not marijuana users are allowed to even own a gun. So it's like you think you're being given something, but they're really taking something away, and once it's gone, it won't come back. Um, and that's a yeah, 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 exactly, mother, for sure. And they don't like our rights are. I feel like we naturally as human beings know, especially as Americans, living here, growing up the way that we did, having what we have. Because I've been to third world, like I've been to Peru, and that's pretty third world for sure. It was still a beautiful place, but you know, as we all know, like some of our other buddies that we know, they can't even talk about stuff online without worried about having the police come knock on their door, kind of deal. So, um, yeah, we take for granted our freedoms and stuff of that nature. So this is, but it gets so. Will they leverage the food security against our freedoms? Will you need a real ID in order to buy the new SNAP benefit program to roll out in the next 4 to 5 months? Once all the old and all the disabled people have died, once ever all the fires have gone down, will you need to have the real ID to get food? You know, so it is. It's kind of kind of gloomy in a way, but it almost feels as if though we are pushed into a corner, and they want us to be self-hate. What up, gunslinger? Yeah, see, but that's the thing though. They've never looked at alcohol and marijuana the same, have they? Thank you. Let's get up on that. They've never looked at alcohol and marijuana the same ever, dude. Like they they've always known marijuana like makes you chill, I've never wanted to fight whenever I was smoking marijuana. Maybe if I thought the vibe was weird a couple times, but I've never wanted to fight. Um, However, the damn alcohol that alcohol will bring out the damn devil in you. Yet you can own, cops and all that shit. They drink alcohol when they're off duty and all this shit. Like alcohol's okay, but That because they know a lot of people smoke weed, and they know that weed can make you question things. The weed that we're smoking now, though, it could be coming from some Chinese fields where they poison the soil with all kinds of chemicals. That real dense bud, them little fat nugs that y'all smoke, that we smoke. Uh, I heard that they're dense like that because of chemicals put into them. Mark of the beast. Yeah. So why do you think it's like, oh yeah, with weed? I can't wrap my head around it. So they're gonna make it to where you can't own a gun with because you smoke weed. But for 250 years, you could own a gun and drink alcohol. Where's the logic in that? That for yeah, and they were smoking weed. We already talked about how Thomas Jefferson would sit on his porch, look out at his farm, and drink and smoke on some little. He said, "I'd smoke on my herb and my pipe." I think it was him or Benjamin Franklin. One of them. They smuggled seeds out of China. They could have got executed for it, but they smuggled him seeds out of China. Yeah, and that's what I want to do, Mother Freedom, is go to start growing my own shit. Um, I don't know, but I got that's it. Whenever I got when I got that weed from them Cherokee Indians up there in North Carolina, though, that shit they grow out there, that brought me back to my damn childhood. That's a damn 15 years old smoking weed again. I was high, and I was researching Cherokee culture and history. I was listening to their music. I just want to get I was want to get turquoise and start like being like a damn cowboy. So they do have the so if you have the medical marijuana license, you cannot. Yeah, fuck that shit. Yeah, exactly. I'll just keep on going to my damn. I'll just go to my buddy's house or some shit. Hell no. Fuck no. Yeah. And that's something I can't. I find it kind of mind boggling though, y'all. For sure. Like I find it mind boggling that and isn't it weird? There's a lot of people they still get kind of psycho about weed. They still look at weed like a drug. You know, they look at weed like it's so awful still, and that's kind of something that's a little bit hard for me to wrap my mind around as well. It's like they've all been fooled into this lie that weed is going to be a gateway drug. It's going to lead you to doing meth and heroin. You're going to be hooking on the side of the street and all this shit to get your next fix. Uh, they led you to believe you're going to be lazy, good for nothing piece of shit. All this stuff could be true for some people. What up, Gnostic? All this stuff could be true for some people, but yeah, for the majority, it's with anything with anybody. What up, Steph? I don't know. I like the little dispos a little bit. I kind of like these little. I'm trying to get off of the vapes though, y'all. I've been telling y'all that for a couple weeks. I've been trying to get off the vapes, but it's like a quick deal. Yeah. Let me see. Yeah, I would definitely pass on the on that little medical card for sure. Oh, the dispensary. It is sketch. It is a little sketch. Like, but with the Cherokee though, that's on their own. That's on their reservation. You feel me? Like they're not getting those shit from like it's all in like Native American Indian people growing this shit working there. Some of these other dispensaries, and I've been to. It's weird to go to a dispensary and you're getting some shit and you see like a vape or something you've bought from someplace else, from somebody else. So this shit all comes from comes from California. How the fuck did that weed vape get into Virginia? Unless they're like shipping this shit all over the country. So they, I feel like the weed coming from California though, Oregon, that's gonna be some of that funky ass Chinese weed. Yeah, they are. A lot of them can be Delta 8. A lot of them can be Delta 8 for sure, but you gotta find the right packaging and the right shit. Mm. I'm still sore from that damn fight I got in there. I will admit, I kind of did get my ass whipped. Not really get my ass whipped because I was mostly being held down. But I swear that shit made me feel sore as hell. What are you guys getting into, chat? It's 11:43 East Coast time. I'm trying to figure out. I want to live stream me putting the little insulation wraps on the pipes underneath the house. I want to live stream that, but I also know it could be a good video to send to Hutch for the receipt scenario situation. Yeah, I know. 31. That's what my baby mama said. My ex-wife said. She said, "You are 31 years old. You do not need to be doing shit like that." They were understand. They were coming at me. They were coming at like the situation was. Yeah, and I tell you what, I definitely feel sore as hell. It was. It's not like it used to be. It's not like it used to be. Oh my god. But yeah, yeah. I'm glad I had no choice though. Really, I really had no choice though because Ed had blown up. I don't know what the fuck. Like we don't know each other. Don't be talking about politics. Don't be talking about politics. Why you're drinking with people you don't really know. I'm sure we could all drink together and talk about politics because we're all like minded. Banshee, he's at home, dude. He's at home. He's been I've been trying to get him on doing some shit. Banshee's a good little dude. He's a little bit of a recluse though. We gotta try to get him. We gotta try to get him more active. Um, but he's gonna. I want to get him to either hold the camera, but he's the right size to get underneath the cabin, y'all. I feel like he's a little reluctant. Um, he's a little reluctant to go underneath there for several reasons. I don't want to. He, which is fine, but I'm trying to tell him like, buddy, you're gonna be okay. I go underneath there, but I can't fit in this one part. We might get jujitsu on here in a second because it's gonna have him help me. I need. I'm trying to tell him like, dude, just go underneath there. Be like this. I if there are definitely going to be spiders under the house, which obviously I don't give a fuck about this. So I wouldn't give a fuck if there was a damn skeleton that talked to me underneath there. I'd be like, oh shit, move out the way, skeleton, son of a bitch. I need to go, but there it is. Cause like I don't want these damn water pipes to explode. Um, but that's what I'm trying. Maybe that might be one of the fears is the spider situation. But I'm trying to say it's all good, dude. It's gonna be. Um, and the other thing would be I don't know. I'm gonna need y'all's help. I'm gonna need y'all's help for sure. If my damn shoulder, I swear I'm skinny, but once I get to that part, I cannot fit. I want to try to get him like every time now. When I go home, he ain't there. He's chilling, doing his own thing. So, uh, yeah. We could get a little. We, but I don't want to pressure him. You feel me? They are PVC. Yeah, I got the little wraps, and I've also got the whatchamacallits, the I could use tape, which I might. I'll show you. I'll text you a picture of a fish when I get back home. The shit I'm using, see what you think. Um, but I don't want to like I don't. Cause sometimes I get a little flustered. I don't want to like pressure him into feeling like I'm trying to. Y'all feel me? Y'all. He's been on the stream a couple of times. Y'all met him. Yeah, he's a little bashful, but I don't want him to feel like I'm trying to force him into this shit. You feel? I don't want him to feel like, oh, you have to do this shit, motherfucker. Like, that's not me. You know, and we're tight. You know, it's my little brother-in-law. You feel me? So I'm trying. What's the best way to go about? You know, I want to try to get him. One of these nights coming up, we'd be chilling, and y'all just be like, "Yo, Banshee, you kick ass." Just like hype him up. Like, you kick ass, dude. For sure. For sure. Really, I feel like he's been down on himself. Yeah. He's been a little down. And I don't really know how to, like, because I kind of know how to, like, talk to somebody, but at the same time, I don't, I don't just need, I'm not a therapist, you feel me? But I'm here for it, though. For sure. Oh, here we go. What? Ball with a lot of bang, bang, biggie, set the boogie up, chuck the ever.
Was that Limp Biscuit?
Nah, dude. Nah, dude. That was Tom Petty.
Yeah, I guess they redid it or something.
Do
So
you
what were
think?
you? What were
Huh?
you just talking about? You were just talking about something right before I joined.
But like trying to like get people to do shit, like getting them to get involved with doing shit and activities, like without being forceful.
Well,
Oh,
you can't force anybody. You can't really force anybody to do anything. Um, they just gotta want to do it. Honestly, yeah, because like a lot of people were born like when they were growing up, cutting grass, weed eating, or doing like farming, working with animals. A lot of people are just raised doing this stuff, and some most of them just expect other people to just be able to do it. I just I I've seen a lot and met a lot of people. And a lot of people are just not built for that type of work, like outside work, um, even like inside work, like electrician
not
or
even to fix their own house too.
yeah, like to be
Yeah.
able to like
Like
do
God.
sheetrock, mudding, little things, which is awesome. I think to learn and to do. I love doing that type of shit. Um, but I didn't really grow up hands on with like a family that, I mean, we had uncles and shit that had no choice but to do that type of shit growing up.
CSF.
But um, I eventually would like have to do this stuff to make money. And I'd rather do that type of work for money than any other type of work because you could easily
You rather do
work
that or
for yourself.
prostitution?
Definitely work on homes and stuff. Male prostitution, I feel like, is just unheard of. It happens, but it's just not talked about or spoken of.
Yeah, I enjoy fixing shit myself too. If it is, it's like if you like everybody like you want to be like dudes say they want to be a male prostitute, but it's like, oh, dude, do you want to be like a gigolo or do you want to be a male prostitute?
Honestly, the only male prostitute shit I've ever seen in my life was like from the Trailer Park Boys, and it was Randy. And then like,
Yeah,
cause that
bro.
was like '90s, like early '90s or late '90s into the early 2000s, and then you know that's just been around forever as long as like we've been around, and that's the first I've ever seen or heard of like that, or like Deuce Bigelow, European Gigolo.
This Bigelow, that's the style. Like, if I wasn't a male, what is it called? A male whore or male prostitute, whatever the hell, I would like. I guess you'd have to like either you'd have because you wouldn't want to do gay shit, so you'd have to go for like legless chicks and
Like that's more
giant
overseas, like
lovers.
from the movie.
Yeah, yeah. But
That's hilarious.
how do you feel about this though, dude? Like, it's crazy. A lot of people don't like. Remember the joke like back in the day, people not knowing how to change their own tire, but fucking,
Yeah.
I bet you there are a lot of
Well,
grown ass and the bitches don't even know how to tie their own shoe now.
yeah, nowadays and in the coming future, the next 10 years. There's going to be a lot of people like that. Like when these iPad kids grow up, it's going to be.
Oh, I see all these kids and shit like coming in to eat with their families, and they're crazy. They're out of hand. This family came in today, and they got the kids food, and they also got the dessert at the same time. I was thinking, I was
Hell
like, these
no.
kids haven't even proved themselves worthy of getting this dessert yet.
Yeah, man, it's it's scary what the world's coming to, and the lack of knowledge also is going to really taint the world. Maybe not the world, but America for sure. Uh, like just what's being
How do you feel about this snap shit?
cut off and um, come back on, but it still will affect families, like especially this
Uh,
Thanksgiving, because a lot of families really rely on that type of stuff. And I was thinking earlier, like with my woman and stuff, she was talking about people with cancer have like benefits and stuff. But I feel like there's a lot of people that will still continue to be able to
uh, I
receive
didn't think about the
benefits.
medical shit.
Yeah, you gotta think about it like through their medical stuff. I feel like we'll still, but it has to be on them to apply for like disability and stuff
Mm.
in that way to do that. Um, So maybe it'll be different for those people. I just feel like it's the ones that can get like $2,000 in food stamps and give those away for like 1,000 to like $950 in cash, and then take that cash and go buy drugs with it. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Like, cause like in New Mexico, I lived in New Mexico and I was on SNAP and cash assistance. I was getting $250 of food stamps for just me for one person. Um, I don't know how, but I guess the family I was with just was helping me do all this and that. But yeah, it was cool, and you got cash assistance too, which is like $150 a month. But that was the type of state that does that type of shit.
Oh,
I don't know how it's changed since. That was years ago, um, over 10 years ago, and yeah.
New Mexico, I feel like that's pretty like Democrat
Like,
stronghold.
yeah, it's a liberal more like than
Liberal state.
Arizona, up in Nevada and stuff.
Well, Nevada
It
has
will
whores, gambling, weed,
well,
alcohol.
back then for sure it was like 2015, 16 area or realm.
And that was when
Uh,
Obama was leaving presidency. And that was when
yeah,
Obama was president. So I'm sure I used to have food stamps back in that era too.
yeah. And
Man,
then 2016, Trump came, and then whenever the Baltimore riots happened, that's whenever I was in New Mexico. Like that was all
God,
over the. It was hell. I can't
that's
remember what
crazy.
happened,
I can't believe that was 10 years ago, 11 years ago.
dude.
How
Yeah,
does
it's been a
work?
long time ago.
Yeah, time of the how do you feel about them fucking monkeys that escaped off of that damn truck? Sorry for changing the subject. That's not just coming to them. They heard about
I
the
didn't hear
monkeys.
about what is like a
It's got herpes. They got herpes. They got
oh no.
hepatitis. They got the sheriff. They said to kill these monkeys on sight if you have a gun.
Where where did they happen? Where'd this happen?
Chat, where'd this happen? They be having monkeys escape from the. I'm like, why did they have the monkeys inside of that damn? Why didn't they have it in like a animal control style vehicle? Why did they have it inside of a damn wooden box? With why did they have herpes infected monkeys inside of wooden boxes on the highway in 18 wheelers?
Probably just to spread
That's
more fucking.
Mississippi. Jasper, they say it
But
was in Mississippi. And this should happen. It happens every couple of years. Every this past few years, there's been monkeys escaping from the damn zoo.
damn.
or not the zoo, but from some kind of damn dumbass truck situation. But I was thinking, I was like, I'm wondering, I'm like, why do the monkeys have herpes, hepatitis, and all this other shit anyway in the first place? So that was my first question.
Yeah, because like that's human shit. I think.
They're
Yeah,
trying
they
to find
want
a
to. They
cure
say that like monkeys started AIDS, which I highly doubt.
from
I'm
eating
sure it was
bush
like
meat.
some type of serum that
Yeah, the
got released
fucking
by the government.
CIA started that shit. Yeah, exactly. They was gonna use it against the Russians, but they ended up using it on the inner city community.
But I mean now they could easily infect animals and release them easily and be like, it's the animals.
And it's the same place. So this is where these monkeys escape. Where the we'll call them the herpy monkeys escaped from. They come from the same island. They experiment on them. The fuck. So it seems at this point, it seems fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me.
Yeah.
So what are they doing?
I don't know how else a monkey could get some like disease like that.
Either they're trying to figure out like cures, or they're trying to figure out a way to make super herpes, or the third option, they're having sex with the monkeys.
Oh no.
Ugh. I
Hell
wouldn't be
no.
surprised. These same scientists think that you can cut your penis off and become a woman, so they.
What, like you ever seen like how like the chickens would be like in the cages and like they'll be forced to have eggs? It'll be like a whole like row of like 200
So
chickens with their like asses out.
that sounds horrible.
Yeah, it's like how they do mass
Production.
production production.
Production. That's how they make a bunch of damn liberals mass producing. Production. Yeah, they the way that they, I don't know. I think that like it's okay for us to eat animals, and it's okay for us to wear them as clothing items and stuff, but it's not okay for us to like torture them and experiment on them with the chemicals and shit of that nature. We shouldn't be giving them AIDS.
No, yeah, you're right. We definitely um
Yeah,
hunting and doing all this and that is
we
different
shouldn't be
than
like
like
having their asses
experimenting.
out like that. Sorry.
Huh.
Hmm.
Well, like wearing their fur and shit, like within reason, like if you live in nothing but like frozen tundra
Mm-hmm.
and like that's the type of shit you need to stay warm. I agree, a little bit like bearskin rugs, like they're cool,
Oh
but
God, I do. But
unless like you killed a bear
that's
and
some shit.
actually ate it and not
Yeah,
just for trophy, I feel like trophy hunting is kind of gay. I think.
in a way. I believe
I
so,
mean,
but you got to eat everything. Like less, but I feel
yeah,
like
if you
the
eat it
trophy is
all,
the bear, like its pelt that you kill yourself. I feel that. I think
yeah.
I need to send you this documentary I watched. You'd like it. It's kind of long. I can see, but they said you can go in the comments and find the clips of timestamps.
Uh,
It's called Earthlings, and it shows like they need to at least kill the damn shit before they start taking its skin off of it. It shows a fox be having its skin taken off while it's still alive,
yeah, that's crazy.
and it shows other horrible shit happening in it.
That's sad.
Yeah, hell yeah. So it's like, damn, dude, like, ugh, that made me. But I still want to eat
It
meat.
reminds me like Faces of Death. You ever seen or heard of that?
This is some damn fucking faces of death level shit on this thing.
Well, they
Yeah,
were
this.
doing that. Like I seen, like they were doing that to monkeys and like eating their brain
Yes.
and shit.
Remember that part in Faces of Death from the Asian people, or not? Whatever. Whenever I think it was in another country. They're in like another country, and they were like eating puppies and shit, fucking chopping the puppies up on a
Yeah,
cutting
it's
board.
so horrible.
Yeah. What up, Rip?
I
Y'all
wonder,
remember
like,
Faces of Death chat?
the older generation probably does because my dad and my uncles are the ones who told me about it.
Me too.
Like, I
Had to.
remember a long time ago, like, whenever Netflix first started, because you remember Netflix, you used to be able to, like, get the DVDs in the mail.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay,
We did
well,
that at your house.
whenever it first came on streaming, like, was on, like, the the Wii and like the PlayStation 3, gave you the app. That's when I first started watching Trailer Park Boys and shit. That's whenever you showed me. But
Mhm.
on there, they had like Faces of Death. Like they actually had the episodes of maybe not that, but it was this other one called like Crime Scenes or something. And it was so gruesome. It was all real life footage of these crime scenes of from like the 80s, and it was just horrible on Netflix, like on their streaming app. It was so it was insane.
Those
Old
3 videos
Netflix
she
had the
said.
craziest shit on there. They had some of the best, like all the best wrestling shit. It had everything. Then all the copyright shit happened. And
It had some fucked up shit on it.
oh yeah,
it had
dude.
some crazy shit on it. This documentary I watched, it's called Pervert Park. I'm not getting into it. It's one of the most fucked up documentaries, but it's a good documentary. Just look into that shit on your own, everybody.
It's so horribly fucked, Robin.
But what else is it? Netflix has gone from shit like that to like having like tranny shit for kids on it.
Oh, dude, Netflix is very horrible nowadays. I mean, granted,
They
they
had
have
a
some good
game.
shit. They
Yeah.
have some good shit on there, but like whenever it comes to horror and shit, like whatever. But whenever it comes to like documentary style or autobiography style shit, and they are involving like weird, blatant shit that is not cool at all, involving kids and LGBT, that's just not okay, really. I know it's like culture's different nowadays, but fuck all that. That's just not cool at all.
They changed the history too. They changed the characters. Netflix is like the OG like changing people in history. Like in the
Yeah.
show Vikings Valhalla, they made one of the Jarls into a black woman.
Damn, see,
Whenever as a guy, I
I know like people like fans who know the history and shit. It's like,
mean, it feels like anybody with common sense would know that shit though. Fucking of like human history, like of people in Denmark and Norway. There wouldn't be a black woman leading them. I feel like because like what the
yeah,
fuck does that how does that make any sense?
yeah.
They do creative liberties with all kinds of shit on people. With the Alexander the Great, I tried to watch Alexander the Great shit. They made him extremely gay in that.
Alexandria the Great.
Alexandria the Greatest, and then the Cleopatra one was another one. She was Ptolemaic Greek, descendant from one of Alexander's general Ptolemy. Uh, well, they made her fucking the opposite of how she was in history. Yeah, so I'm a history lover. You know me forever. You know I'm a history lover.
See me, I'm a history is cool. It's definitely got to be forced, like changed and stuff. Like,
That's why you need people to remember it.
yeah, that's why books are good. Libraries are good. Go to your local libraries, get all your history books, and never return them because they're gonna end up burning down the libraries. And when that happens, oh man, it's on us to rewrite history the right way.
Do people even visit libraries anymore like that?
Um, I feel like if you have I found myself going to the library more now that I have a child. Then go to the kids section, you just find yourself roaming around the library and just looking at books and checking some out if you want or whatnot. But other than that, like it's like a up to you type of thing. But yeah, it's definitely a dead place. Like no one's ever there. There's a select few that are using the computers. Maybe like a college student or two will be there at the tables doing shit. But other than that, uh, it's just I don't know. They're good to always have, but even there, they could always change that shit too. They could always just secretly take all the books out and replace them,
With
just
some
like in the
bullshit.
schools. Like when we were in school, they'd have a handful of books that would talk about like sex and stuff. But now it's like there's a lot of books out there that talk about gay sex, and it's
Huh.
very strange. You could look into this whenever you get it on on the desktop live stream. Like this shit is. insane what's in the school libraries, and they'll go to like the council meetings and city hall meetings and shit, and they'll read from these books, and then the people will shut them down. Be like, "This is inappropriate. We can't talk about. We can't say this." And then they're like, "But it's in my third grader's library." Like,
Yeah, we definitely have to watch one of those.
dude, it's insane.
Hmm.
Oh god, it's so crazy. It almost seems like it's fake. It's like a movie.
Everything happening nowadays seems like it's fucking not real, don't it?
Yeah, I know, but it is
Uh,
real, 100% because it's real. I mean, it's our reality.
I
We can't
know,
be
man.
like it's all a
Reality is
movie.
fucking crazier than fiction.
We're all in the Truman Show.
Yeah, dude, and it's all it's well. I'm too high for that, dude.
Yeah.
Gotta take it back a couple levels to be fucking. Oh man, now you been studying anything else?
Well, I'm still into and haven't been off of the Charlie Kirk stuff and like the people investigating his assassination.
I haven't looked too much into it. Tell me something.
Well, it's all like Candace Owens.
I know she been
She
looking
is
into it.
she's like on top of all this shit, and like talking about wanting to break the silence, break any what they say, gag orders of the case, and like the courts and everything's being so secretive, and even Donald Trump Jr., one of Charlie Kirk's good friends, uh, is more like kind of denouncing the people looking into his
The hell?
assassination and kind of like avoiding it. What?
I said, what the hell? You'd think he'd be
Yeah.
helping his buddy out.
Yeah, well, man, it's just
Cause
very
it's something.
strange, and you just got to look into and look beyond the bullet, and like what group of people could have done this, and then what group of people control every one of those people, Congress people and their families included. It's funny because a long time ago, this movie, The Campaign, came out with Will Ferrell and
I remember you and
Zach
Brett used to do
Galifianakis.
that. One voice. He's like, "What do you remember the? This is
I don't know. It was some.
those comedy."
I can't remember what he said exactly, but there's a part of the movie where he's running for, I guess, mayor or whatever, congressman or some shit, and he goes to his house, and like all these people are in his house, changing the entire look of it, changing his family's outfits, just like taking his dogs and giving him golden retrievers, and just like fusion on of like everything. Just change them and having to do that. And if you don't do it, you get blackballed, and got to file bankruptcy and shit. And that's why people like Don Jr. will be like just avoiding questions like that and just beating around the bush of these questions, and just being so PR trained and professional, and having the words to say that just, I guess, air quotes, trump all the other words that are being like told to him,
They're all in on.
just because. Yeah, I mean, maybe.
In a way, maybe some of them might not know everything, but like it all leads back to, to the back rooms, to the leadership. Like they all know something. That, like even if
It all leads back to their air quotes motherland. They go back to the
no,
fucking
dude, it's
wall.
deeper than that, dude. I was thinking about that. I used to think that it was them. That was some of those
Well, I mean,
people.
it's
But
always you should
it's
always
some
go
of those
deeper and
people
deeper.
too. But it's like it doesn't. It's not limited just to that one group. And we got to be very careful talking about this group because yes, they do hold power, but it's not
I know,
just
but
these people. They're not
what's
all. You can't
beyond
blame all
them
the.
is
It's the oligarchy.
like
It's a satanic
like
cabal.
Satan and satanic shit like that. But I'm just saying, um, like what we see, like we don't see that satanic side as much, but like what we see is like our president going over here and then like putting his hand on the wall and doing all this shit and like what's in these people's
All the
Bible,
politicians do
like
that. All
what's
the
like,
United
dude,
States Americans
think
are
about
politicians.
what's in these people's Bible is just straight blasphemy against our God, known as Jesus Christ. You know what I mean?
But
And uh,
I'm gonna let you
yeah,
cook on that. I'm gonna let you cook, but I gotta tell you, it's not them. It's not. It's not. It's you got your the what. It's not. It's like a lot of people. We like, oh, let's hate these people. No, it's their government. It's their leadership. It's their priesthood. It's not them. Wait. It's not like your typical person, your typical one of those people is not like that. But the elite from those people are the ones who worship Asheroth. They're the ones who worship Baal. So they still follow those ancient Canaanite deities that led to the downfall of ancient Israel. And whenever they got led into captivity in Babylon, it was from that. But it's that's not all of their it's not all their people though. They're supposed to be a priesthood to us as Gentiles. See, it's not. They don't. There's there. That's set into. It's like the drow elves and the regular elves. You go. That's like the drow elves live in the tunnel. So let's say the Underdark is underground. The drows are always plotting evil, doing bad shit, and they lit. Who else do you think that does that? The people over here. Wait, what's it? Wait. Let me see. I'm gonna skin him out of there. I'm gonna scoot him out. Wait, watch out, brother.
is it a bear?
Yeah, let me get his ass. You good, buddy? All right. All right. You're welcome, brother.
Huh. I sent you this picture. It's a verse from the Jewish Bible. I'm
It's
not
called
sure what they call it.
the Torah, the
Yeah, the
Talmud.
Torah. It's about how Jesus Christ is burning in shit in hell.
But that's not necessarily from like their. I don't. That's not like from mainstream. Like when people hear about that shit all the time. That's not from like whenever you read the Old Testament. Does that shit ever pop up in the Old Testament? Like that's not from that. That's from like some other shit that
Well, no,
came.
it's just straight evil. That's all I'm saying. It is. It's just evil. I'm not sure what it's like from Gideon 28 or 53A. I'm not sure what they even call it, but it's just the evilness from these type of people,
But they're
and they
not. No,
want
that's
to
the.
take over the Christianity of America.
Dude, they've had plenty of time to do it. Then why haven't they done it yet?
Well,
Why
it's
haven't you?
happened,
No,
dude. It's
that's.
happening. It's happening now.
I mean, if they've been around, they're like one of
What
the
do you mean
oldest
done it
people.
yet? It started
They
in like
no,
20 fucking
but
17.
buddy, they're like one of the oldest cultures, the oldest existing people on Earth. I ask this to people that don't hate on them because it says in the Bible, if you bless Israel and you love Israel, you will be blessed in return.
But
And that's
yeah,
something we are being
that's
tricked
what they
into
wanted
hating them.
it to be.
We are yes, we're being tricked, but it's not. We're not
Why are
supposed
you
to.
defending Israel right now? This
I'm
is
not.
very
I'm
strange.
not defending their country. I'm defending the people.
You can defend the people all you want, but I
But
mean,
the country itself needs to exist.
I'm just saying
Because they deserve to
how
like they
how
deserve to
we are in
exist as a
complete
country
control.
technically still because if you think about it they were like treated like shit forever like not but they said like don't so what would happen now like every Jewish
Yeah,
person just
everything
gets
was
kicked out of
promised to these
Israel
people apparently.
like
Everything is
but what
promised these people. Why don't we talk about the rabbis
but no
and what
that's
they
like but
do?
this is all I because I don't want to talk about that stuff
Okay, because yeah, their culture is fucked and their religion
but
is ass.
I've never like I've met I feel like I've met a couple people like that and they seem just like normal like everybody's just normal person
Yeah,
like
dude,
people are just trying to live their life.
I watch an Israeli fucking Jew stream every night, Aiden Ross. He's a Jew. He's one of the innocent Jews just as you know,
Are you trying to get me
any
in trouble, dude? Why do you keep on
no, no,
saying
no.
stuff like
I'm
that?
talking about this isn't coming from you, it's coming from me.
Yeah, but that can still
Uh
affect me.
dude, you act
I
like you
think
have
it's all good.
hundreds of thousands of people watching. You're good.
Yeah, I know,
Uh
but even if like small shit, it could still be
all I'm
affected.
saying is what this all started was me talking about the assassination
Yes, but I'm just
and
saying
who
that
did
like.
it. And those people are very big part in what's happening right
So
now,
you're
and
saying
that's
that a
why it's
Jewish
being
child,
c-
and a Jewish woman came together and killed him.
I don't know who.
But no, it's not them, dude. Like it's the end of the world. It's gonna be the Antichrist leading everybody. I see where you're coming from.
I'm not saying like somebody like Adam Sandler was on a roof and like fucking or like in a hat in a robe was on a roof and like killed somebody.
And they're spinning those little tops
I'm
and lighting the
saying,
little
dude,
candles. Look at this son of a bitch.
these people are in complete control of everything the older generation watch and have watched, and like all the media and like all the news outlets and everything from wrestling to boxing to just everything entertainment, the NFL. You see all that shit with the NBA that just got in trouble for all this
Yeah.
betting,
I don't
illegal
want. Yeah,
betting.
I don't want to talk about that no more, dude. We can talk about that somewhere else, dude. Because it's like that ain't what I'm here about, dude. You
So
know
you
what I'm
want to
saying?
limit
I
your
don't, yeah, but it's not like I'm not like on that. You feel me? I'm on like I don't believe like I believe that we're all human beings
so
on this
should we
earth,
just
buddy.
keep talking about like gay shit and stuff? Is that cool?
Yes.
Uh, all right.
Yes, it is. But like it's all good vibe, but you know what I'm saying? Like I don't like I'm not like on a hateful mood. I'm not saying that you are either.
Hateful. What are you talking about?
But
You got upset because I was talking about Israel.
yeah. Well, because it's my I hate to be like, "Oh, what's you know," but I don't that's it's not a topic I want to talk about. But because it's kind of gotten heated up because you know what I'm saying like that shit that's, you know. But I know I'm probably sounding like a damn chat. What do you guys think? Mother Freedom said we're teetering. But honestly, I believe that I would like it if like we could move over there too and like have our own little country or something. Or bring back the Crusader era in GTA 6. You know?
I mean, I'm chill with living here. That's why I would like to fight for our, our shit
There's
and not let it
assets
be
here
taken
there
over.
too.
Instead of being like, oh, we should just leave and take over something else. Like, no, we're already here. Let's continue to, I guess, keep what we got.
I think it'd be cool to have something else added to it though to help like, be here, but then some people own apartments in
Well,
Philippines.
we could take Mexico. I
Yeah, see.
guess that's the closest thing, or Canada. Probably Canada would be a lot
Canada
easier.
needs to be taken.
It starts, yeah. I guess Canada would be a good
When
start,
it
but
comes down to it.
I don't know. I feel like Canada could like unite with America instead of being taken over and just be like, hey, let's just do this together. I don't know.
See,
I don't know too much about Canada at all, except for the Trailer Park Boys.
well, they can take your land if it used to be an Indian territory, and they can also put you in prison for saying stuff on social media, like I was talking about that Kenneth Pauline guy. But I was saying the
Yeah,
other
that's why
day,
America is awesome.
one
But
of my
same thing happened to America too, not too long ago.
one of my streams got a warning thing on it, and it got an age restriction because we talked about global climate shit the other day. So there's something fuck like that shit had less people than this watching it. So I'm just like fuck, it's like that's the only reason I was like, you know what I'm saying? So because that shit was put an age restriction on it, and they had like you can go on it and it has a Wikipedia link to all kinds of shit on it. That's the only reason that like yes, I know that a lot of people aren't watching this shit, but at the same time, yeah. Um, because
Speech and not letting us talk about what truly is the truth. They
I mean
want you
it
to be
will,
like,
but
no,
it's
no,
like
no, no. This is the truth. This is what really happened. So don't talk
and there
about
were
this.
like
This is what happened.
there are like a few countries that last video wasn't allowed to be aired in either. I saw it had that little yellow thing. There's a couple of countries I want to research, but it
All I
said
say
two
is just be ready to
territories.
fight for
So
your family, man. Just be ready. That's what y'all gotta be ready for.
yeah. I mean, we like this shit because the way what's going on in Canada, yes, we have in the UK. You see videos all the time of the cops going and knocking on people's doors saying, "Hey, we saw that you posted this on Facebook yesterday. Can you take this down?"
In the UK,
Yes, so they can take you. You can go to court. They haven't taken you to jail yet for social media posts, but the cops can make you go on your phone and delete some shit you post. In Canada, Kenneth Pauline, he was arrested a few months ago, but he was sentenced October 5th to 9 months imprisonment, 2 years probation for denial of certain historical events that happened in World War II, and for poking fun at the state of Israel. So this guy is having to do 9 months in prison and 2 years probation. Whenever the country of Canada is all about Palestine shit. So, but that goes straight. It's not like what you say. It's like it's there. It's in Canada, dude. We need to. They need to. Canadians in here. Y'all need to like. Why did y'all let them? Why are y'all letting them do this to y'all? Why would you allow your country to take your? They took your weapons. They took your speech, and now they are taking your homes. Like how does that make you feel as a Canadian? How does that make you feel, Jiu-Jitsu Daddy, as an American hearing about some shit like that? Because it's like I feel like that shit. Everything, this shit happens in Canada, then it goes to California, then it trickles its way down over here to the rest of us. And see, and we can talk about that subject that we was talking about, but like, as far as like talking about like because we talk about like in a historical like educational way that makes sense is one way, but to talk on it in a fucking Norman Rockwell or Norman Rock whatever the hell I said, I'm not, you know what I'm saying, to talk about it and like in that kind of with that kind of decorum is that's where it kind of becomes a little bit more like
yeah. Well, I don't know who Norman Rockwell is.
He was the leader. He fought in World War II. He started the American National Socialist Nazi Party in the United States. So he was like the OG white nationalist guy in the United States back in
Well,
the
I
60s.
don't want to
He's the one.
sound like a Nazi or a white
No,
nationalist
but
or
I'm saying like this, all
racist.
this shit is like kind of like, it's like, because
It just
we,
says,
well,
I'm
the shit I've
America.
said in the
Hey,
past.
hey, guess what? I'm America only. Fuck everybody else. How
This guy,
about that?
yes, but
Fuck
yes, I know.
Canada. Y'all got some good syrup. But that's about it. Y'all got cool. I guess hockey's cool. I mean, what's that? What's that one TV show? Shit. What's that one TV
That's true.
show?
They got Trailer
The
Park
Trailer Park
Boys.
Boys. Yeah, Trailer Park Boys, obviously, but the knockoff to that, Letter Kenny.
That made me laugh once.
I mean, it got some funny shit. Brett is fucking obsessed with that shit. But yeah, I'm America only, dude. Fuck everything else. I say investigate your local mayors. Let's investigate the corruption within your city, and just know how above the law everybody is but you watching this right now.
Yeah, we could go to like a local town meeting or some shit like that. Start
This
really
is
getting into
our fucking goddamn country, not nobody fucking else's. Nobody's gonna put some fucking propaganda on my phone and I'm gonna follow it. We could turn these phones off right now and just raise our families, and it'll be like nothing ever happened. You know what I mean? But since we are on the phones and that's all we see, that's all I see, then that's all I'm gonna want to talk about. Not just that, but just all like the bullshit going on and
it.
how America, because us, we're growing up now. Shit, we're grown now. Fuck. we're getting older and we're seeing the world for what it is, or what it's becoming, or what it has been forever. But it's the veil is coming off. It's being lifted. Like the truth is coming out for a lot of things. And yes, it's scary to talk about a lot of things, but it's so fucking important to talk about it now before we can't talk about it anymore. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It
Well,
just,
they're
it's
taking
like,
it away.
oh, you care so fucking much? Well, go to the fucking Marines. Go to the Army, buddy. Like, fucking, like, no, it's not even about that. It's like, yeah, cool. I support whatever. You support it or don't, whatever. I hope soldiers get home to their families or whatnot and don't get fucking sent off. Um, but me, I say people like me and you, we got your stuff to protect. We got people to protect, and until that day comes where we have to protect them in such a way, I just say we got to just know and take in all this information and at least know the truth to everything. You know what I mean? Like why sweep something so fucking huge, so massive under the rug? Like you know, it's just
Something
important to
bigger, because there's something
keep
bigger than
things
that.
talked about. I mean, yeah, there's always things bigger than that, but we don't know what that is right now. But I know what's bigger right now is why sweep something under the rug so huge and so national and like the earth knows about the situation and for them to just try to sweep it under the rug like it never happened this time next year, you know, it'll be tried to be forgotten about.
And that's how, honestly, because time's gonna go by so fucking quick, though. It feels like we're in some kind of mass spill in a way, right?
Yeah,
Some kind
I
of
could
weird,
feel that.
like
I could
dark
feel that.
wizardry shit at fucking foot, or the
I could
Chinese
f
been
I
poisoning
could
the weed
definitely
too
feel
much.
that, but that's why you just fucking break those fucking weird waves with
Mm.
speaking against the system and you speaking against the fucking man, you know what I mean?
Man, the man is like, it's hard to fight the man, but you got to, dude. Like, you
There's
got to
so
fight
many
the
doing it
system,
right
but
now.
within reason. Because yes, the system is corrupt and broken. You need to fight it, but you got the system still exists and it still has power over us. So we've got to play by its rules. We can still like play it a little bit our
But
own way, but you got to play the system by its rules, or
I
the
get
system
it.
will take you over.
I get it, but that's why America's awesome because we have the Constitution. You can't ever forget that. We do have that, and as long as we don't break the law, follow law, just work, get money, and just be a normal person, you're good and protected. But you can use your voice. You can use this. Granted, I understand where you're coming from, saying certain things because you can get deplatformed unconstitutionally, of course. But certain people aren't on those levels to be like, this is unconstitutional. Let me go after this with lawyers because you know
Exactly, and but this is like international. Anything online is kind of an international, you kind of international waters. I feel like with something like that.
I guess. But some countries regulate it, like North Korea. They don't even have YouTube there. It doesn't even exist. They have certain like iPhones don't even exist. They have certain phones that only have certain apps on them already programmed. Because North Korea is like, oh, oh my God, that's America's wet dream. That's the American
Yeah,
elite government.
that's the
That's their
world's.
wet fucking dream, dude. To be
Yeah.
able to have a country like North Korea all
Hmm.
controlled. Oh my God.
Yeah, dude, those people, they would never rebel at this point.
Yeah.
I really don't think they'd ever rebel.
Fuck no. What are they gonna do? They're so weak. They
Mhm.
have no food. They're like very malnourished. They're weak. They only know a certain amount of things. Like Americans that go there like film and it's just they're the only people in the country. You don't see anybody else. There's no cars. There's nothing. There's no lights at nighttime. No electricity. It's like it doesn't exist, dude. It's crazy. It's fucking insane. I've looked
Sounds
into a
like
lot of North
1984.
Korea. I've looked a lot into their shit. It's so nuts. Like apparently, this could be wrong. This could be a myth, but I've heard. we've talked about this before. If the father gets arrested for murder, the child can be convicted as well. Say like that could be wrong, but if say the father kills somebody and dies, a mother gives birth to the son gets convicted for that crime. In some weird thing like that, it could be flipped around, but that is what happens. It's like fucked. Like
What do
their
y'all
justice system
yeah.
is ass.
What do y'all think about that? Is that I would not doubt it with North Korea.
Dude, North Korea has some fucking crazy shit going on. I
Oh
remember I
yeah.
watched that basketball game with Meta World Peace. It was it was so crazy. You should look into that shit. It's very robotic, the way like all these people move.
Were they like trying to not? Were they trying to play like shit to look good or to help him look good or what?
Uh, I think it was because the teams were both North Korean teams.
Hmm.
I feel like the NBA player was just in the crowd watching with Kim Jong Un, or if he was playing, he knew to miss. If you
Yeah.
so he didn't make everybody look like shit. But yeah, fuck them. America's the shit because we could do whatever we want to do pretty much within reason. Or you can do whatever you want to do if you don't get caught.
I think we should conquer the. I think we should like conquer the world. And like, if aliens exist, we need to conquer their ass.
Let's see,
Or we don't need to let
conquering.
the aliens exist, though. We need to destroy all alien life in this galaxy,
Well,
so we can make
we'll
a golden
conquer
age for man.
whatever the Star Boys want us to conquer. Because we don't have us as civilians. If we got a big enough army of like 80,000, yes, we could probably then go conquer something, maybe. But I know our military is controlled by certain people, which is controlled by certain people. So
Dude, if
we'll
we had
probably
a
only conquer
military, if we
certain places.
Fuck, dude, we had 80,000 militiamen, dude. We could take over any country south of the border, any country in Africa, any country in the 80,000 militiamen could take over fucking just about any place besides a few countries.
Yeah, that'd be
Probably only like
crazy.
three that they couldn't take over 80,000 in the
But
United
that's
States.
what I'm saying. Like, the United States would never conquer anything. I don't see that ever happening because,
They would set up like a corporation in the country. They'd leave a little corporate. That's how we've always done it like that. We leave little corporations in the countries behind, like little banana companies, little oil companies.
I'm thinking whenever you said that, it's like, okay, this land is conquered now. If you are in America, you can now fly to this land over here and live in it as if it is America.
See, no, that is ideally, but the way America really does is the way I said it. But the way that we no, like even that, like yeah, that's how you'd want to send colonists and shit from to the new conquered place. Um, but
And
you
just
couldn't.
make it be
It'd
like
be too
New
hard to
Jersey.
do that nowadays because people are too ingrained. Like human societies existed too long. These people
That's why that whole like
have.
bullshit Mars bullshit, like, oh, we're going to Mars. That's all fucking retarded and bullshit.
I'd like to go there, but we wouldn't. What would we do when we got there? We wouldn't be able to do shit when we got there anyway.
Ain't
For
nobody
sure,
going to
we
fucking
just get
Mars.
there and live in
Ain't
a
no
bunch of
such thing
damn.
as Mars.
We're just gonna live in some tents when we get there, kind of shit, you know.
I don't know. That'd be so crazy. I wonder where they would go because knowing in my brain, like, okay, this shit is not real, but I'm now on this fucking rocket going into the sky. Where the fuck are they taking me? Like, are we just like gonna
They
go in a bunch of circles, flip around till I'm so
probably
dizzy
put
that
you in the rocket.
we land somewhere in Canada that looks like the fucking Mars? We just are like on a mountain fucking face
Put
somewhere.
me
Like a
in a
bunch of
woman's get
jackasses thinking we're on Mars trying to
but you just
grow
land in
fucking plants
Hollywood
inside of a
set.
mountain. Huh?
You just land like you just go on a Hollywood set or some shit like that. You don't land nowhere.
Yeah.
But let me holler you guys here in a bit. I might do a game and shit. My woman's getting in the car.
All right, Slick.
It was good talking to you, Rick. I know we got a little. I'll talk to you guys.
It's all
Peace
right.
out.
Don't be afraid to speak your mind.
You're my brother from another chat. We'll see you guys.